I wanted to pop on. I don't wear things like this. I just found it and I was playing with it today. So I just want you to know I don't wear stuff like that. I think people that wear stuff like that as adult men look like assholes. That they really think highly of their opinions. And I'm battling a cold, forgive me. You're going to hear that in the voice. It's kind of like nasally Michael Caine as he got older with the brandy and the cigars and the you're not. It's a bit long, and it's going through the nose. But yeah, I don't wear jewelry. I don't even have. I have watches that are gifted to me, but I don't like wear them. I have a Breitling, I have an Omega. That's not a person like that, but guys that wear multiple bracelets like they're fucking Johnny Depp. I just feel like who has the time to even decide to put those on in the morning? Like, you really don't have a lot going on in your life. Your life's really easy if you just, oh, this bracelet matches this. Really? Jesus. Like, that's what your life's like? That's its decision? That's like one of the things you decided that day? Like, I'm more concerned about like what sandwich I'm going to get for lunch, you know? And whether the guy that delivers it will be here on time before it gets too soggy and the toasted bread becomes pointless. You want that with a sandwich. You can't have a panini press on a toasted bun because it just melts everything together, congeals it. You want to have a crispy piece of bread. Everything else can be warm and melted in the middle, maybe some crunchy lettuce. But I digress. I wanted to discuss the Daily Wire raising $100 million in the public markets to an IPO against a $750 million valuation. I want to discuss the unlikelihood that this would happen in any other circumstance or the likelihood this would happen with other companies that go public if they fire their workforce, they're negative free cash flow, they're actually losing money, that you would have a fire sale of sorts in terms of like maximum equity in exchange for recapitalization when your growth, your subscribers are dropping as a media company. Like, what is the likelihood that the capital markets would save a company or punish it severely? Who's buying into this? So what they're attempting to do is hire like Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan and offer pre-order, at a discount to the valuation, say 10%, an allotment of maybe 50-60%, and the rest, like 60 million, and the rest goes to the public markets. My question is, who thinks that they could get it for cheaper? Like, what if you're a student investor? Why are you buying this? Like, why would you buy the Daily Wire? Why would you buy the Ben Shapiro? Unless you're legally laundering money. In other words, you're supporting an institution that has no business being a for-profit entity that's deemed impartial. You're paying into a propaganda machine, and you're allowing multiple people to do so, like kind of like a GoFundMe with that woman that said Brett Kavanaugh raped her when he was at Georgetown Prep 30 years ago or whatever it was. You're creating this opportunity to basically pay her off. She made like $4 million in a weekend on GoFundMe, and then she flew back to California. Interestingly, she doesn't like to fly, she said, despite traveling the world and going on scuba diving adventures and all this stuff. But she flew immediately back with her $4 million. It's a way basically to patronize the propaganda machine of the Daily Wire. And I just... it's going to make it look like also publicly that it's successful. The IPO itself, they don't have to do it, but they could do this privately. They could offer they could do this allotment privately. But part of it is like, look, we're amazing. It's a good public. I mean, they're in the media for a reason. You give the impression that you're successful, kind of like McDonald's saying 1 billion hamburgers sold. Oh, you should pull in and get one yourself. It's the same idea. But that's a large equity pool. You're talking that is a massive equity pool. What is that? Like 18, 20%? a little less, like 17% of the company. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I just don't think you need. I think the valuation will be like $100 million against a $500 million valuation. And what I'm saying is, I think the prices will go down, and those shares will be there, and people will get them for cheaper. That's how I think about it. Unless this is all a show for the sake of the company, like the public relations of like, look how successful Daily Wire is. We've overcome a lot, and they've already pre-bought these shares at certain discounts, 10, 15%, let's say, across the board with certain clients. The whole IPO is just like public relations. It's just to look, we're awesome. We're doing so well. We can offer our shares to the public and people will buy them. It's very obnoxious. Jeez, this is so stupid. Sorry, I'm trying to, someone's trying to help me. I have this debt that popped up, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I owe $400 on my credit report? I am buying a property. I'm leveraging it, and it popped up. I don't really look at my credit report that often. I'm like, what is that? You know, last thing you want is some stupid thing like that was like a misunderstanding or a duplicitous bill. They're trying to verify my identity. Markets today, interesting pop up. You see a lot of the Fannie Mae, Freddie Macs are popping nicely. You could see it too. Like, you see that there's some running room for FMCC, Freddie, of the Fannie Mac, Freddie Mac differential and conservatorship. So keep your eyes on that. This is Kevin Warsh in his first 6 weeks before the next Fed meeting, kind of doing his due diligence. I have some puts on the S&P 500 that probably will expire worthless on Friday, but you never know. You never know. We'll see. We'll see. It seems like. What's going on in the news? What else is going on in the news? Acorn Man. I like Clav's elf ears. I think like the normal stuff's redeeming. You know, that's what makes you unique. You have elf ears. Like, it's kind of like Grimes pinning her ears back. I'm like, you're not a supermodel, Grimes. Like, looking like an elf girl is one of the reasons people find you attractive. You know, no reason to not do that. No reason to not embrace yourself. The flaws are what make you. I have plenty of them. God, I'm fat. So fat. Still fat. I could show you a picture like this. Man, it's so hard. I don't know what's going on. It's the autoimmune disorder, trying to lean back down, deciding what testosterone, where I want to be, using it at least just to trying to drop some weight. I did a little bit extra today. But boy, it is just, it's painful. I have this fucking dog who's constantly wants to go outside, and like, I have to feed it, and I feed it human food because I don't like dog food. I think it's disgusting. Like pate, ew. Like, canned dog food is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I find it abhorrent. Throwing it away ruins my day. So when I go get a steak, she has a steak. When I go get a cheeseburger, she has a little bit. No onions. I know that's bad for dogs, but you know how it is. So I'm eating more garbage again. I have some linen pants over there I have to get tailored, and if she's scratching into them, I'm going to throw her off the balcony. Quiet down back there. Chill out. Like, digging? Are you hiding food in my clothes? She sleeps in this big pile of clothes on the couch. Sometimes she sleeps in my bed. Really adorable. News. What's going on? Bro, what are you doing? God, Tim Dillon looks like such a weirdo. What is that? What is that called? Poplin? He's wearing poplin? And he has this like weird long blonde hair. I don't understand when you get rich as a homosexual and you can't just like drop a little bit of weight. It's like he's getting a little bit fatter, you know? It is hard. Dude! Throwing me off, man. It is hard when you like have money. Someone was saying their favorite restaurant in Chicago on Nick's show was RPM. There's RPM seafood, RPM steak. I used to go to the RPM in Washington, D.C. like every week. I'd go to like fancy restaurants every single night. And my borderline personality disorder girlfriend with a 5'10", 120 pounds looks great, and she eats a little bit. I'd finish her steak and stuff like that. She was just like wouldn't eat a lot. But it's like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with your time? If you have money, you travel. It's hard to realize that the food is like an addiction. What? Stop with the scratching, bruh. Do we have to wait till she's done? What the fuck? Bruh. Food is an addiction. Food is... It's like a cat that's on cocaine or something. Like a scratching post. I can't think with that scratching. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh my God. Are we done? Okay. Anyways. Wow, Fenma, look at you go. It's hard. And I'm in this weird spot where I'm 624 pounds when dude! I'm trying to talk. I'm in this weird spot where I'm 624 pounds. I was 250 at Christmas. All my weight I put on when I got off testosterone in September. I had a freak out like in the second month. Put on all this weight, but I was like anxious and tired and exhausted and like clearly still ill with my autoimmune disorder. So I was like, okay, this was not the best experiment to do. Maybe I should have like done it under the care of a doctor. I just did it by myself. Maybe I should have done it more abruptly, you know? Maybe I should have made it harder on myself. I don't know. But damn, these are moving. Yeah, nice. But since then I have not lost the weight. Like I have fluctuated, and it's been hard. And I did my blood work. My blood work said I should do it tomorrow. My blood work said that your total T is like 450. And like the free T was like some proportion of that's normal. But low, like at the same testosterone level last year I was 670. Something's going on. I don't know if it's the raised pregnenolone or whatever, but like I'm just like fatter more often. My face looks fatter, and I look like older pictures of me, how lean I look, and it sucks. And I did it to try to like brain health, seeing like what's the best version of me, and that could just be pregnenolone. And I thought it was like estrogen was causing me issues, so I lowered I don't know, but it is hard to be lean. It's hard to work a lot and be lean. It's very hard, and I would like to get off testosterone at some point again, but I do look at pictures of myself and like, holy shit, I'm ripped and I'm healthy. Like my face looks 1,000 times skinnier and more chiseled. And I don't know. Like I could do it then. And it's not a question of like you're getting older or it's like you need the like testosterone. Like I got sick. I was really exhausted all the time. I know that it's something to do with like the renin, aldosterone, kidneys maintaining sodium and minerals in your body so your blood volume's high. Like people with POTS and some autoimmune diseases that like have POT-like symptoms, they have 20% loss of blood volume. And it's like something's going on with their kidneys. That the inflammation causing that, like rapid depletion. I have no fucking idea. I took a Celebrex yesterday. I felt pretty darn good after the first couple hours. Didn't really notice it first couple hours, and then it lasts like half-life at 11 hours. I felt pretty darn good, and I slept like a baby. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I didn't take it today. I'm just trying to see like until I feel bad again, I'll take it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on exactly, but I am sick of being fat. I am sick of none of my pants fitting. I am sick of that. I see Tim Dillon like, dude, you're rich, you're gay. What you do to like let people know you're gay and not like a fat Republican that like cleans his guns is first you talk and you have this kind of like slightly gay, slightly like Connecticut like accent, and then you have and then you like frost your tips now, like you have blonde hair, which is like effectual. And I'm like, okay, but you could be like ripped. But it's the other part of it. It's like guys that get rich. It's like you don't need to. Like getting 6-pack abs don't matter. What I'm saying is I'm not even in that range where it's like, oh, I'm John F. Kennedy Jr. I'm not like, I don't have huge muscles, but you're lean. I need to get my leanness, and it's hard to get back there. It's hard to work at 10 o'clock at night and be lean. It's hard to enjoy life with like a beautiful woman in your bed and not like have food involved. It's all hedonistic. It's very hard. You need to have something else that you can do. Like this talking where there is no need to like, oh, I'm going to the movies. I have to have a big tub of popcorn. Not if the movie's really good. You don't. But if you're going with some girl and she's dragging you to something, yeah, maybe you do need it. Maybe you need some opiates. Maybe you do, because it's that bad. And the only thing that's redeeming about her is the fact that she looks like she could walk down a New York runway. That's it. That's the most redeeming thing. That's all that there is. And you know that deep down. That's why you fill up with Milk Duds. That's why you stuff your face. And you have nothing better to do. That's why you fuck her. That's why you take her to dinners. And you're just trying to fill something up. The brutal irony is when you have money, how lonely you can be. Like when I had like a few $1 million, and I thought I was the king of the world. And I was so lonely because I didn't know what I was supposed to do with my life. I got really lucky. I made some money, and but I made some money like as a retarded person, like retard maxing before that was even a thing. I was injecting my jaw before clavicular existed. I just didn't have no idea about monetizing that shit. I came out with the Jeffrey Epstein quarter zip well before Nick, and I had it on my old podcast. And I said that it's from the, like, just tell people it's from the estate sale of Jeff. And people are like, why do you call him Jeff? Like, well, if you know him as well as I do, you can call him Jeff. So, fuck this option. That sucks. God damn it. Pissed off that it's going to be worthless. It looks like it's worthless. We'll see. The market's been playing games with everybody. But yeah, it's like, I don't know where I want to be. And like how, like, I think you have to have more water when you're, when you have on testosterone. Otherwise you do look fat. You have to like kind of flush it out. Otherwise you look bloated. It's so hard, man. The ultimate, though, is like peace of mind maxing. They don't really talk about that because no one has any fucking idea how to sell that to like a large audience. Peace of mind maxing is like, you need to know yourself. It's like fucking Don Draper at the end of Mad Men that like throws away, like gives away like $1 million of his money. Just like, I just want to be. In the end, none of it matters. You play these games. I swear to you, I hope you are enjoying the games that you play and you're not doing it just for the sake of like buying groceries. Life is about living. It's not about like surviving. I mean, it can be, but like what I mean is take more risks. It's the other thing. I think I've become like a little bit of a bitch because I lowered my dose. Like, I feel like I'm just much more risk adverse. I'm like afraid of everything. I'm a little less assertive. I'm kind of waiting for things to happen to me. And I'm like, I know that can't be the thing. I know that can't be the thing. I think it's like, I would argue that my levels before testosterone were higher. They were at times higher than they are now, maybe. And so it's like throwing me off. Like, who am I? What version of myself am I today? Who do I want to be? And can I do this naturally? Why am I so sick? Why do I get dizzy when I stand up and like have panic attacks randomly? And I never had panic attacks before in my life, and get really bad like depression out of nowhere. And I've never been depressed before in my life. It's like something is like my autoimmune disorder is like fundamentally fucking with me, and I just fight through it. And yeah, I was much more productive last year than this year. Namely because I think I was like on higher doses of stuff, and I was like, I have to produce. Let's fucking go. No one gives a shit. You're gonna die. You're worried about paying your taxes. You're worried about all this. People worry about all this stuff. Like, oh, I made X amount of dollars, but I spent this much. Now I owe the IRS, and like blah blah blah, and like, oh, I just bought this cool car, but technically I can't write it off, and like you know like these things. I would say fuck it. Let it ride. Let it ride. Just fuck it. Just say fuck you to these worries. And I need to do it myself. I need to get back to that. Let it. By the way, Apple support, fuck you. I have this fucking thing I'm trying to do in like the tech development thing. With like a testing, and you're not letting me log in because like my ID, you can't read it. Fucking figure it out. It's driving me fucking insane. Like it's taken a month to be able to like do some testing on this with real devices because they fucking can't verify my goddamn ID. Driving me fucking crazy, I tell you. Do you see this shit? Like, look at this. It's about as disgusting as the guys like from Total Recall with the extra head in his stomach. It's just, dude. Yeah, it's just like it's like amorphous fatty. Dude, it sucks. Why can't I be skinny again? Bruh. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. It's like, what? And I'm not even, I feel like I'm not even enjoying life as much with the food at all. And yet I still feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm just not. Dude, I don't even fucking know. I just have such a fat baby face. I just look like I should have a pacifier. Like, the face is just so fat. Dude, it's disgusting. This is not the same jacket as yesterday. This is Jeeves and Hawks, Savile Row, another double-breasted. No, that one was single. I got a couple double-breasted this year made because I felt like it. Because I really liked how good Colin Firth looked in The Gentleman and his double-breasted. He's like 6'3", 6'4". I'm like, maybe. I was told tall people can't pull off double-breasted, but maybe. Maybe if you go to Huntsman and pay $8,000, you can. Maybe you can. Which is not this. This is like my tailor does stuff for like $2,500. But you know, by the way, find a good tailor. Really do. Don't buy retail. It's crazy. Come on, motherfucker. What do we got here? What do we got here? How big's this volume? Is this volume big? Can get like 6, maybe. Be nice. Get some volume going here. Let it ride. Got some, I mean, Freddy's up 30% or 12% today, but like it's had a move from 520, so about 30%. Ooh.
You know, Israel's interests are always 100% concurrent with America's, and Trump gets that, and he understands that. So she's in the tank for Trump, which, by the way, if Biden would have invaded Iran, she would have started protecting him. It doesn't seem like she doesn't care that much about a ton of issues. It seems to be that this is her big issue.
That's a disturbing thing to a lot of people. Like, how much influence do they really have on this country? That's what creeps people out, because I think no one even really considered it before October 7th. It wasn't, I mean, I'm sure people considered it. Nick Fuentes considered it. But it wasn't like it was an openly discussed thing amongst young people. Started to realize, first of all, it was AIPAC. It was the
Come on, there you go.
weirdness of the New York City mayoral race.
Yeah, of course.
Very weird. Where they were all like, we're going to visit Israel. Like, what?
No, this has been going on for a long time, but like JFK talked about this. Richard Nixon talked about this. You know, Pat Buchanan, lots of people. And believe me, you know, if I had all that power and people were trying to realize it, I'd call them anti-Semites too. I don't actually have anything against that. That's like smart, you know? Like, that person's a fraud. This person, like, you know, that's just what you do. Right now, Martin Shkreli's trying to like push pro-Trump, pro-MAGA, anti-Dem shit so that he can get pardoned by Trump before he leaves, so that he can then become a president of a publicly traded company again. That's just what he wants to do. He was banned from that. So, you know, we'll see. We shall see. Where are we at? Yeah, what is with these leading actresses? They're disgusting. Oh my god.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, it's more enjoyable in the first hour.
Bait Alaska thinks you're going to be president one day.
Oh, yeah? I don't know about that, but maybe.
You'd like to be.
I would. I'm not gonna lie. But who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't want to?
I wouldn't want to.
No? As always, I'm Nicholas J. Fuentes.
See that shit?
See you tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your evening.
There's potential, man. There's potential. I can get back. It's gonna take some time. I'll be all right. What else? What else is going on today? Korean streamer like going crazy because the cops see lost 10. What did the Korean market do today? Well, it's up 3% today, but the past 5 days it's down 4. The past 6 months, it's really fine. Like, this is okay. It's had a good run. I think people need to chill out here. Go into the hard assets, like me. Get into buying some debt instruments, so with some backing, some real estate. Get into heavy medical, real physical hardware. You know, this is where you want to be. Buy a train company. Like, didn't Berkshire Hathaway have a huge position like Northern Trust or something? I think there's some Northern Rail, something like that. That's where you want to be. You want to be in that shit right now while the capex is crazy and the tech cash flows are negative. You know, you want to let those fall a little bit. I did buy some Palantir for a reversion trade. That's short term. It's more of a, hey, it's fallen like a lot. So I bought some at 125. I bought some at 115. I'm like, okay, let's see if we go to 100. If we do, then maybe I'll just call it a day and just watch it. But, you know, a reversion trade here where it pops back to like 125, I think it's very possible. And then we hit like 130, maybe I dump it, you know? I don't know. It's just a boxed LLM. That's all that it is. It's a boxed LLM. It's not special. Its access to data is special. It's government contracts. When government often pays you before you even deliver, it's kind of like not a thing they have to recycle with a bunch of different companies. That's special. But I can't get over this shit. Like, I'm just like, what? I hate it so much. Can I make it look better? No. A little bit. Should have sit up. Okay. It's a little bit better. All right. So just stop eating, I guess. I don't know. Something. I just feel like Val Kilmer. That's a little flattering. I feel like fat Val Kilmer. Better. Yeah. It's like there's potential. And it's like, why did you let the fat win? It's like, because Amy's Ice Cream in Austin, Texas is really good. Because ordering a pizza is really good. And because you order a pizza, you have a steak the same day, and you're like, the next day maybe you eat, you know, salad or something, but you just keep rolling. And you're like, what happened to my fasting days? What happened to like my piety days of just like, hey, you had some fun this weekend. Maybe you just stop doing that, and those calories stack up. You know? You don't handle stress well. You like use food to handle stress. Like, that is a problem. It's a huge problem. We all have it. You know? We all have it. And it's okay. Oh no, not FM. No. The stock. You know. How much have I done? How long have I been talking? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good stopping point for right now. All right.